What is up guys, Restless Dude here and welcome to the first episode of my Spurs career mode. It's the career mode y'all voted for, so here we go, our journey to making Spurs the best team in Europe begins. As usual, we'll be playing on ultimate difficulty, 4-minute halves, loose negotiations, but obviously the currency is gonna be sterling since we're doing a Premier League career mode. We'll also make some adjustments to the Champions League groups to be more in line with real life, and as you all know, Spurs have qualified for the Champions League this season. So here's the Spurs team we're working with, and as you may have noticed, I've already implemented the transfer Spurs made in real life, so Bissouma, Longley, Perisic, and Richarlison are here. So we start off with a budget of 65 million, but considering Longley is here on a permanent deal instead of a loan deal, we're gonna reduce this budget by 21 million, which is Longley's value. Here we go, we reduced our budget by about 21 million. Now let's talk about the team itself. I'm pretty open to using this 5-2-3 formation, but I think it could use some adjustments. Instead of playing with wingers, I think it'd be better if my wingers played more centrally because we already have wingbacks that will add width to our attack. When it comes to improving the players, I think we're pretty sorted in attack and midfield, but I think we could use some improvements in the center back area. I've already gone ahead and transfer listed all the players that are either dead wood or surplus to the team. One player that I absolutely want to sign is Christian Romero from Atlanta. He's currently on loan here, but I want to make this a permanent deal because I know the quality he has. After adjusting the budget, we can easily get the Romero transfer done, so let's make it happen. Apparently we can't negotiate the price tag, but 51 million, I think that's still a good deal. Here we go, Christian Romero is officially a Spurs player on a permanent deal. And I think it's pretty obvious we're not gonna make any more transfers until some departures happen. Wow, unbelievable. I just simped past one of the preseason games and Lo Celso picked up a 6-month injury. I mean, I was looking to sell him anyway, but now that's gonna be difficult because who wants to buy an injured player? Look at that, we actually go on to win the preseason tournament, so we already have our first trophy in this career mode. But all jokes aside, the extra cash will come in handy. Okay, this is interesting. Leicester City want to get Harry Kane from us by paying 86 million and including Iheanacho in the deal. You probably thought I wouldn't even think of selling Harry Kane in this career mode, but on the contrary, I'm actually open to letting him go because he doesn't look like he wants to be at Spurs, plus we already signed Richarlison, which would be perfect for that striker position. The only thing I don't like about this deal is that it's a swap deal. I want to try getting cash only for Kane. I'm gonna try asking for 140 million instead. Will they accept it? No, they still want to give us another player. Let's try again, this time for 135 million. Will they accept that? Well, they're still going up, but they're still offering us other players. This is probably our last chance to get cash for Kane, so I'm going with 130 million. And they actually accept that, so yeah, Harry Kane could be on his way to Leicester City. I know Harry Kane is an icon for Spurs, but he doesn't really want to be at Spurs anymore. Plus, we already have a lot of attacking players in the team, so let's just take the cash. We're not gonna be like Daniel Levy, who wants to keep players against their will. And it's actually done. Kane has been sold to Leicester City. So with the departure of Kane, this is how our front three is gonna look like. Richarlison at striker and Son and Kulusevski on the wings. And obviously with the departure of Kane, we now have a massive transfer budget, 160 million pounds. And the first thing I'm gonna do with that budget is to make Kulusevski a permanent deal because he's only on loan here. Here we go, Kulusevski has signed for Spurs on a permanent deal worth 40 million pounds. And the best part is, we still have 120 million in our budget. So where do we use that money? I'm thinking we use it to bring in a quality center back. And the center back I'm looking to bring in is Alessandro Bastoni from Inter. I mean, we brought Perisic from Inter, so why don't we do the same with Bastoni? And here we go, Bastoni is a done deal. 70 million pounds was the fee we had to pay. We still have 50 million in our budget. But I'm pretty content with the team we have right now, so let's save that budget for the January transfer window. By the way, I forgot to tell you that I made transfers for other teams as well, so we have Lewandowski at Barcelona, Tchouaméni at Real Madrid, Lukaku at Inter, Sterling at Chelsea, Vieira at Arsenal, just a few of the many examples. And so we kick off the Premier League season with a game against Manchester City. Can this Spurs team without Kane get a win over City? Let's find out. Bernardo Silva on the run now. Uh-oh, this is not good. What's gonna happen here? Clear it away, clear it away! Oh, come on. Why did you have to touch the ball, Bastoni? Just clear it away. Maybe I pressed the square button too late, but we are down 1-0 now. Longley. Ah, come on. Okay, what is happening? Are you serious? 2-0 down to Manchester City and they score from a long shot. I'm telling you, I hate long shots in FIFA 22. And that's it, that's full time. Our first game in the Premier League ends in a 2-0 defeat to Manchester City. We had a few chances to score 1 or 2 goals of our own, but we just couldn't get our finishing on point. Well, it's the first game, we're trying new tactics and whatnot, so yeah, there's still time for us to fix things up. Well, no use crying over that loss, let's just move on to our next game, which is against Wolves. Nice, Bentancur wins the ball, Son, Richarlison has to score, and he does. He scores our first goal in the Premier League. And he does his classic celebration, and we're 1-0 up against Wolves. Finally, we make one of these chances count. We could have had like 3 goals at this point. Well, that's a clear foul. And that's a second yellow, actually. Wolves are down to 10 men for the rest of the game, which is not much, like 20 minutes. Nice, Sessegnon wins the header. Richarlison, Moura, Lucas Moura, and Moura seals the game in the last seconds of the game. 2-0 against Wolves. Moura comes on for Bryan Gill and scores the sealer in this game. And we're gonna get a 2-0 win over Wolves. There we go, full time. 2-0 win over Wolves. Our first win in this career mode. Okay, we just got an interesting swap deal. Bayern want to sign Davinson Sanchez from us, and they'll give us Nianzo in return, on top of some cash. You know what, that's actually a good swap deal for us, because Sanchez has already peaked at his potential, and Nianzo can still grow. I mean, he's 72 rated, and he's only 19 years old. So you know what? Let's accept it. And there we go, Davinson Sanchez has accepted the swap to Bayern Munich. Sanchez is gone, but we get Nianzo in return, who has a lot of potential in him. And this next game against Fulham is the perfect opportunity to see what Nianzo is all about. I'm also giving Perisic his debut in this game. Sessegnon, out to Richarlison. Bissouma, out to Kulusevski. Kulusevski has to score this one, and he does. Kulusevski gets his first goal for Spurs. Now that's a great goal if I've ever seen one. We send Kulusevski through and a simple finish at point blank range. Wow, nice Bissouma. We could send Kulusevski through again. And that's a second for Kulusevski. Credit to Bissouma for getting that crucial interception in. Because that's how we won the ball, whilst Fulham were... their defense was nowhere to be found in that attack. And we make it 2-0 in this game. Uh-oh, this is not good. But Nianzo is there to intercept it. Uh-oh, that's a mistake from our part. They're gonna score, aren't they? Yep, now we make a mistake at the back, giving the ball away like that. And Fulham are kinda back in this game. Bentancur, out to Reguilon. Let's do this. Son, and Son seals it with 4 minutes remaining. 3-1 against Fulham. A great through ball to Reguilon there, who crosses it for Son, or a pass maybe. Yeah, I think that was more of a pass. But regardless, Son makes it 3-1. And it's full time. We get our second consecutive win. A 3-1 win over Fulham. So we're on transfer deadline day, but as I said earlier, I'm not looking to make any more signings for this window. So if we do make signings, it's gonna happen in the January transfer window. So we're past the transfer window, but we still have a long list of players that we are yet to get rid of. Hopefully we can get rid of some of them before January comes around. And we're gonna wrap up the episode with this game against Crystal Palace. Now, because we have our first Champions League game a few days later, I'm going with a rotated team for this game. Header by Nianzo? And Nianzo actually scores! Wow, our new signing scores against Crystal Palace. And why does he have the number 10 shirt? Why does a center back have a number 10 shirt? Yeah, we're gonna fix that afterwards. But anyway, a great goal for Nianzo. To think we weren't even looking to sign him, but Bayern offered him and he actually gets a goal in his second game for the club. Can we get the ball to Perisic? We can. Perisic, skip, it's Mora, and it's 2-0 against Crystal Palace. Great play from us there. We sneak in Lucas Moura, who's playing in that striker position in place of Richarlison. But regardless where he plays, he is still scoring goals for us. Tanganga out to Bentancur. Bentancur out to Skip. Skip out to Sessegnon. Maybe out to Perisic. Yep. Perisic is through. Okay, his shot is blocked, but Brian Gill gets the rebound to make it 3-1 against Crystal Palace. And with this, I think the game is done. I don't think there's coming back for Crystal Palace at this point. So, we're just gonna jump to result at this point. Jump to result. And 3-0 is the final result. And so, 4 games in, we are sitting on 9 points in 4th place. And from the looks of it, Liverpool and Manchester City will be the teams to beat if we want to have a chance at the Premier League title. So that's gonna be it for this episode. Next episode, we'll begin our Champions League campaign. You'll also find out what groups have been drawn, because I used an online group stage generator to decide the groups. Thank you all for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this first episode of the Spurs Career Mode, and if you can get this video to 10 likes, the next episode will come out tomorrow. Subscribe if you have not, that'd be greatly appreciated. And as for me, Restless Dude out.